everybody, and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to the next episode of our Myth and Mythios series. Every other series that we do just went through my head, and I nearly said the wrong one twice. So that just goes to show how much content we do. Anyway, my name is Josh. I will be your game master for tonight, and as you can see, I am joined by some very lovely people and a lovely cup of tea, and they are playing some rather lovely characters. I'm going to get them to introduce themselves now, and I'm going to start off with Tallia.
Tallia. Hi, I'm Tallia. She, her, playing Eudora, the artificer, who's been touched by the celestial realm and now is going through other realms and now is in a new place. And there's a very tall lady, just really tall, like 2.5 doors tall.
I forgot Dora was very short.
Not average height, just short. Anyway, Nat.
Well, I think, like, you introduced lovely players and a cup of tea. Who's the cup of tea playing?
Playing the mead.
Playing the role of mead is Tallia's cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsored by mead.
Exactly. Now, speaking of average height, Nat.
Sure. Okay. Are you saying that as if it's an insult? It's not. It's just a fact.
It is a fact. That's why I said it. I gave Tallia the whole Tallia, and I didn't want to just then sing your name as well, so I tried to do something interesting. I failed.
Sing her name. She just demands to be sung at.
Give me a song.
Nat-a-tat-tat, nat-a-tat-tat.
I feel like I'm going to attack someone now. Maybe I am. Who knows? I'm like that sometimes. Hi, I'm Nat. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Phig. Phigenia, she, her pronouns also. Currently sort of still semi-Tisiphone the Unfallen. Yeah, tall lady. Actually, Phig is quite tall as well, but just not as tall as this person. She's an Eldritch Knight fighter. Of Athena.
Yeah. Before we get into tonight's session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank, and we also have a cat to say hello to.
Most importantly, Princess.
Princess, who I picked up and now rudely won't allow her onto the desk.
So, pick me up. I want to get on the desk.
Oh, she didn't want to be picked up, but if she was picked up, she demands to be on the desk. So she's just unhappy with everything. I am a bad mother.
You're the worst. Did you know?
Hi, sponsors.
Yeah, hello, sponsors and supporters. Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We are also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are an amazing group company that make really cool supplement books for various different TTRPGs, including Scorched Basin and The Wandering Tavern. If you go to the link in the description down below, you can see if they've got any Kickstarters going, and you can visit their store. And if you'd like to buy anything from the store, you can use code Roll Together at checkout to get 10% off of your purchase. Massive thank you to the D20 Club, Dice Heads, and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tallia to travel the plains of ancient world with, by following all of the links in chat, or not in chat because this isn't on Twitch, by following what's in the description below because we're on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, being as I brought it up, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below because it helps the algorithm tell us what you like so we know what to make more of for you. Now let's go speak to a very tall lady. In our last session, Phig and Eudora travelled through a tree and they managed to get themselves onto the path of the world tree, where Brock led them along a very long pathway. They had a rest, they drank or lathered themselves in some strange mead that shouldn't have been consumed. Brock seems to think that it should have been consumed, but it shouldn't have been. And basically the entire session was a travel session, and they saw some beautiful Northern Lights-esque rainbow lighting all around. We're told a story about somebody who fell for 30 minutes and they made their way into a snowy forest area coming out of one of these other trees. Having been provided with various different cloaks and seeds of fire to keep themselves warm, they traversed through the snowy woodland until loud beating wings could be heard, something that was far bigger than the griffin that Phig had fought before. Brock pulled both of our characters into a brush, and we saw a large dragon, something that at least in this type of appearance is something that these two characters had never seen or heard of before. Flew off into the distance towards a very high mountain. They carried on traveling, and the snow seemingly stopped, forming turning into an autumn autumn forest, sorry, as our group came to a large tree with a hut and a small garden with a 8 to 10 foot tall woman tending to the herbs and plants in the garden. And as Brock stepped forwards and says, "My queen, I have returned. I have brought some people with me, though." She stands up and turns round to face all of you. And that is where we are going to pick up our session, as this woman stands up. Again, as I said, she stands at 8 to 10 foot tall. She has long brown hair that's tied up into a high ponytail, but even in a high ponytail still descends down below the lower part of her back. She's wearing leathers. She's got no, other than her face, she's got no skin exposed, so she's wearing the leathers and things to try and like keep herself warm. It looks very sort of patchy in places, like she's done lots of repairs to it and stuff. Her eyes are a brilliant emerald green. Her skin is, you could tell at one point she was probably more of a olive skin type, but not being out in the sun that much has meant her skin has faded a little bit, so you can still see like remnants of it, but she's a lot paler in complexion. And she stands up and looks towards the pair, very sort of strong warrior. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Lucy Lawless, Xena the Warrior Princess style sort of jawline and things that she's kind of got. So she looks over the pair of you, looks towards Brock with a bemused and unimpressed look on her face. Brock, it's good to see you have returned well. I hope your trades in the other lands have proved fruitful. Looks back towards the pair of you.
Quick
There's
bow.
no need for you to bow. Brock, pray tell, why have you brought me two that have been kissed by the sun? Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, my queen. They need some help. There's been some trickery happening in their realm, and I said that I'd give them a little bit of assistance, if that's okay. I'm hoping I didn't overstep the mark or overstep boundaries or anything like that. She looks around, gentle smile over her face, and she takes a knee and she sort of extends her arms outwards towards Brock. And Brock walks over a bit sheepishly, and she sort of gives him a hug. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not like the others. If your friends need help, then I will provide whatever assistance that I can. Although things are very strenuous here at the moment. You saw the dragon before? Yeah, we saw the creature before. Right. Go get yourself situated. Go unload any goods you brought back and go get yourself sorted. I'll stay here and talk to your friends. Formal introduction, I believe, needs to be had. And she steps forward. It is Pleasure to meet you both. My name is Freya.
Phig. Pleasure
Phig.
to meet you.
Eudora? Eudora. Hey.
They are both very cute names. I am very pleased to meet both of you. I apologize for using the term sun-kissed to describe you. As you could probably tell, gestures towards the sky. We don't get a lot of sunlight here, so those who have complexions as yours, having been out in the sun quite a lot, stand out in these parts.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual sun.
I suppose that's almost kind of the case in your case.
Child, you carry a lot of scarring. Are you hurting?
Always, it's fine.
Would you like help with it? I can ease the pain, maybe even heal it if you'd like.
Not entirely sure. Like, God versus different celestial realm thing would work.
Ah, I see. You have been touched by a god. Then I will not cross that boundary. I do not. I am already fighting a war on my own home front. I don't need to start one with another place.
It's fine. But thank you. Thank you for offering.
You are most welcome. Please, the pair of you must be tired from your long journey. Please feel free to rest within my hut. It looks a lot bigger than what it actually is. What is it that I could help you with? Why has Brock brought you to me?
Oh, well, he, people are dead that shouldn't be, and it's hard to get into the underworld in our world because the chthonic gods, there's something not right, the balance is out. Athena asked me to come. Just looks at Dora. Were they words? Did they make sense?
They were words and they made sense.
Okay.
The chthonic gods. I see. Yes, I can definitely help you with that. I've had a cross-in or two with one of them.
You are a goddess yourself?
Yes, I am Queen of the Vanir. Some might even call me Queen of the Aesir as well, but I relinquished that title a long time ago. Those are our two types of gods that we have here. Same as you have Olympians and the Chthonic. There are other pantheons of gods around, of course, but those are the big players in my lands.
Have you ever run into Athena? Did you get on with Athena? How are you and Athena in terms of friends?
She's
Not know each other?
impressive. An intellectual powerhouse. Incredibly skilled combatant.
She is.
We've duelled a few times as allies. Never crowned a winner.
Huh. I would love to see that someday.
She sort of cocks her head at the pair of you again, and gives a little bit of her brow furrows a little bit. I don't mean for this to sound forward. Would you mind removing your cloaks, please? The cold is not as abrasive here.
They're
Or
so
oppressive.
cozy.
I know, but she sort of looks you up and down again.
I think Phig is just full on blushing at this point.
Just your cloaks, not your clothing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, bow.
you sort of pull the cloaks off that Brock gave you, and she mainly focuses on you, Fig, and she looks you up and down, and she even sort of walks around to give you a good look. And you can hear as she's walking around that she's giggling to herself. And she gets back, she looks over towards Dora and sort of nods in acknowledgement, and then looks back at you. You are quite clearly a warrior, yes?
I try. I have been blessed by Athena's guidance. I'm doing what I can to survive.
She's really good. She's really very good.
How is it that you are able to fight and keep yourself protected in such little armor?
What other option is there? You need to be able to move.
Yes, but you also need to keep your body protected. Your legs are exposed.
That's what the shin guards are for.
Right.
Just don't get hit in the leg.
Your feet are exposed. Your toes, I can see them wiggling.
Yeah, but regular shoes you can't move as well in.
This one here gestures towards Dora. I can understand not wearing battle clothing. You don't seem like the type to pick up a weapon in the same way as yourself, Fig. But sorry, it's just foreign land. Your customs and uniform, as it were, is strange to me. I would have expected more protection. You remind me of...
Just going to sidebar this, Josh, with that the Norse armor at the time is not that much more covering than the Greek. It's all pretty much chest plates and skirts.
Still, they still wore proper boots.
Boots, yes.
Yeah.
You don't really get any like full plate mail until like the late 13th, 14th century.
But they still had like thicker hides and things that they'd wear, so they still had a bit more protection than.
Fig is wearing leather. She's got a leather breastplate on. And leather, not cuirasses, but like the leather skirt over the top of the tunic.
Yeah, but yeah, she finds it strange.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you, Fig. You remind me of one of my Valkyrie in appearance.
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it as a compliment.
Valkyrie are warriors, incredibly powerful. Our role is mainly to ferry the dead from the battlefields to Valhalla, which is our heaven.
Huh. A noble pursuit.
If you're ever in need of a career change, maybe.
Got a couple of tasks on the to-do list.
Yes, getting into your underworld. The Grecian underworld is a pain, to say the least, but I can definitely help guide you to it. I cannot enter, but I can provide you with the tools to get in there. So, and you would need to go through our underworld first. Our hell, as we like to call it.
All right. Anything we should be aware of? I know the stories of our underworld. I'd sort of know... Well, I know the stories of what to expect, whether that's real or not. I'm obviously not sure, but what are we to expect in your hell?
Our hell acts as both a prison and a pathway for the mortals. When our mortals die not in battle, they are taken to hell, and they walk a pathway that will lead them to the heaven of their choice if they didn't do wrong in their life. If they did do wrong, then they are kept in hell as almost like a limbo, as it were. They are imprisoned there, left to mutate, fester, become abominations, as it were. We don't tend to travel there that often. It's not a particularly nice place, as you could probably imagine, but one thing that I have heard from those who I have allowed access into hell, or who I have heard have gone there, is that you are assaulted with flashes, memories, images of your life that you've nothing like from the future, but anything from the past. So even things that you may have forgotten. Any loved ones who are deceased are likely to approach you. As you are not a part of this place, as you are not from here, and it is not your underworld that you are going to, you must try to resist their charms, because it is not really them. It is those that were imprisoned here, trying to lure you so they can consume you.
Right. I suppose that's somewhat more reassuring than what we might face when we get to our underworld.
Yes, well, if anything, from what I've heard about your place, be careful. Well, we have a well of souls here that feeds into our river of souls. River of souls is a common occurrence in all of the underworlds that I'm aware of anyway.
The Styx.
Yeah, exactly. Ours is guarded by guardians known as elves. I will provide you with the correct insignias so that they do not try to stop you. But you will come across these people as you travel into the underworld. They are friendly. They are also at war themselves. Just don't get yourselves involved in stuff that you don't need to. Get your job done and get out. One final piece, and this is a key piece of information. No matter which underworld or hell that you enter into, you are both still living beings, which means that you should not be there, which means that your physical bodies will be on a time limit. If you stay there for too long, your souls will be torn from your bodies and you will effectively join the dead. So don't get stuck or caught.
Noted. Freya, in your world, do you have, in ours, there are stories of, creatures of vengeance, furies that come after those living or dead who have done wrong. Do you have those?
We have creatures similar, that perform a similar task. Yes.
Do you think they might be an issue for anyone traversing your underworld? For those not pure of soul?
She sort of thinks for a moment and looks at you. She's going to roll an insight check on you. Just to see what she gains. Natural 20.
She's a goddess.
Natural 20 for a 30. God. She walks over She stood quite near you anyway, but she kneels down so she's more eye level with you. And she places a hand on your shoulder. And you can feel this warmth radiate from her. And she looks you up and down and gives you a very gentle smile. I don't think you'll have anything to be afraid of. Not from our end, anyway. However, if you feel that your soul is tainted for whatever reason, I can provide you with protection so that the Furies do not come after you in the underworld.
What kind of protection?
A mark that you'll carry. It comes with a price, if you're willing to accept, but it will protect you from being hunted by those while you're in the underworld.
I think I'd like to just add a little detail of some stuff that was happening earlier when, like, Freya was asking us to take our cloaks off and was walking around and, like, chuckling, and, like, Fig was embarrassed. I think Glauks, who's probably just been, like, on a perch nearby, was just, like, feathers ruffled, just looking a bit grumpy. And I think at this point, when, like, Freya's kneeling directly in front of Fig and hand on shoulder and staring into her eyes, and Fig's just a bit like, Glauks has just come, like, and landed on Fig's shoulder and just given her, like, a little headbutt.
Headbutt to Fig or headbutt to Freya?
To Fig.
Oh,
to
right.
Fig. At which point Fig is like, I belong to Athena.
Oh, I understand that. I wouldn't be asking you to change any allegiances or anything. It's just, if I have need of you, I can call upon your services.
Sort of eyes Glauks. What?
Glauks looks towards you with a... How does he look? For one thing, he's a little bit more translucent than what he normally is. As if Athena's magic is strained here. After a few moments, you get the feeling that he's giving you approval.
Then I will...
Could we talk to you about it tomorrow? Tomorrow. It's been
Yes.
a long day, and maybe think. I mean, even if the answer's decided now, I feel that the sensible choice is, so that all sides feel comfortable, is tomorrow.
She doesn't look at you, Eudora. She keeps her eyes firmly fixed on you, Fig. Eudora is correct. Maybe sleep on it, and it is a big decision to make. Maybe sleep on it, and we'll speak about it again tomorrow before I take you to where you need to go.
Sure. Sounds good, thank you.
She stands back up, and she's obviously impossibly tall, and she steps to the side and she gestures towards her hut for you to go into.
Your hospitality is much appreciated and very kind. Thank you.
She nods towards you. And as you go to both walk in, you get this strong smell as you walk in. Strong herbs and spices, a warm soup or stew-like smell. And you can see, as I said before, or as Freya said before, this place is bigger on the inside. Not by much, but it is bigger. There is a fire that is burning in the sort of like a natural formed chimney, as it were. And you can see that there is a large pot of stew that is on it that is cooking. And you can see, cutting up some of the fish that he brought back with him, Brock has walked over to a counter, has pulled out a rather large step ladder, because this place is built for a 8 to 10 foot tall god. He's climbed up on it and he started cutting up the fish and stuff, and he's sort of skinning it and doing all of the things, filleting it and all of that sort of stuff, doing all the things that you would do with the fish. And he's putting it into a separate pot, ready to put next to the fire of the stew and stuff. And as you both walk in, yeah, it's a very homely place. Definitely not the sort of place that you'd think a god would live.
Sorry, I thought that you guys looked very intense, and gods can be overwhelming. So I thought just give yourself a moment to make your thought as you.
No, you're right. Good thinking. Good thinking. Fig will, like, go over and grab, like, whatever food is ready and just kind of sit in a corner and start, like, I think just nerves eating. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Why are you?
That's an insight check.
Please do.
That's a 5. Right, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Fine.
Everything's good.
Make sure you get some of the food. Brock, this is delicious.
Glad you like it. It's home baked, home cooked. It's all bought, all done by the Queen. Other than the fish, I'm doing that myself. It's a particular specialty of mine.
Oh no, is that bad? Glauks, is that bad? I've eaten her food.
Glauks looks at you weird. Headbutts you in the light.
What?
Shut up.
What? No, it's confusing and difficult, and just leans over to Eudora. She's also hot. Is that weird?
I mean, it's very warm here, comparatively.
Okay. I just, I didn't know that about myself, but there we go.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. Shut up, Glauks.
Freya walks in a few minutes after, and she looks towards you both and gives a nod, and she walks over towards where the stew is, and she reaches into a little satchel that she's got on her side, and she pulls out some of those fire seeds, and you watch as she leans down in front of it and crushes the seed in between her hands as she rubs, and then she sort of sprinkles it into the stew and then begins stirring it. She then stands up and she takes her jacket off, or the sort of the leather bit that she has off. She sort of pulls a clip under. She's got like a flap there. She pulls that up, and it sort of almost like a pop sort of thing. And she pulls that off of her, and she's basically wearing like a tank top type style thing underneath, and you can see that she's got all of this beautiful tattoos going all the way up her arm, which for a moment, Fig, reminds you of Elpinor, because you haven't seen many people with tattoos before. Mm-hmm. But this is all sort of beautiful symbology of something going up her arms as she leans back down and sort of rubs her hands together, puts them over the fire just to test the heat of everything, and she nods. The stew will be ready shortly. I've got some bread and things that we can add to it and everything. Brock, you're going to cook your fish. I'm looking forward to having some of that, so it's good. I'll get a place set for everybody. I have a table, so it's just through here, and she gestures. There's a little alcove where you can all sit down. Please, whenever you feel ready to, help yourselves to some food. She pulls out a wooden bowl, starts pouring some stuff in, some stew in, walks over to a shelf in the sort of kitchen area, pulls out a loaf of bread and sort of breaks that apart. She puts the bowl down, breaks the bread apart with her hands into 4 pieces. Had to count how many of you were there for a second. Breaks them down into 4 pieces, breaks one of them down in half, and then crushes one of that half down into little crumbs and puts those crumbs into a little bowl that she then puts onto the table. And she looks towards you, Fig, and winks. You think that she's winking at you, but she's winking at Glauks. Glauks sort of nods in acknowledgement, and she takes the smaller half of that one half of bread for herself, leaves the others for you, and she sits down at the table and starts dipping her bread into the stew and eating.
Yeah, I guess Fig will sort of get over the awkward moment of like, what, did she just wink at me? What? No, it was Glauks, it's fine. And then, go and join for food.
Eudora's running thought is, Dora is also here. It's like, he just sits down and starts eating. But there's that, I think that sentiment, there is a low level amount of anxiety just relatively increasing. I'm here too.
You are able to eat, sort of bowl up your own stew, eat that with the bread, and Brock will provide some cooked fish as well for you to eat. And Freya, no conversations had at the table or anything. It's very much a don't talk while eating sort of situation. Once food has been consumed, Freya will go, right, I need to go do a perimeter check, make sure that everything is safe and secure, that there are no forces, armed forces or anything roaming around. I will be gone for a few hours. Please keep yourselves situated. Brock. Yes, my queen. I have some work that needs looking at downstairs, if you wouldn't mind, please. Forge is lit. Could you just look over some bits that need fixing? I can do that. I'll get straight on that. And he gets down, puts his plate and all of that into sort of like a wash basin, and he disappears downstairs. Freya looks towards the pair of you. I'll see you both soon. And she walks out the door. Leaving you both alone.
Very tall.
So tall.
Yeah.
Like the tallest person ever.
So, find a hobbit. Give me a moment.
Oh, all right.
He's going to wander off and go into, literally, you're just going to hear just a... What's the next step in the journey? What's the plans?
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I don't think you're fine. Where's that? Not mead. Get the wine out. It's time.
Okay. Bottle. No cups. Who are you?
This is big. This is... Yesterday, I thought that I felt wrong, but the world was, I don't know, small-ish. And we had to fetch herbs. And now we're going to the underworld to make sure that the Elpenor is coming back because he is important. Because he's important. And we're going to the underworld. And not only is that a thing that we can do, apparently, but there are other ones. And a big tree. a big fucking tree. And a whole nother world where there is snow everywhere. And it's so big. You don't have to keep smiling. We'll just grab your hand. You don't have to keep smiling. It's big.
That's what I'm here for. To be helpful.
No.
Yes.
No, you're here because... Well, because you're brilliant. And I know Athena said there was stuff for you as well. It was important for you to come. Not just because you're here to be helpful, but because it's important.
So big.
It's so big.
This is what every day of the last... Ever since I went to the skies, this is what every single day's been like. And it's... Other people aren't supposed to know this.
I don't think we're supposed to know this.
I'm supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be cool and calm and know all about this and make your journey easy, because I've done this before.
No, that's
The other direction. But it's terrifying. It's really terrifying.
If it helps for perspective, you've never been cool. I mean that in a joking, loving way.
Um,
I'm sorry.
it's
What did you... Before everything happened, what did you dream about? I don't mean like when you fell asleep, what wacky dreams did you have at night? I mean like, I don't know, what did baby Dora want to be when she grew up?
I honestly don't know. I liked making things. And I wanted to help people. And then I just wanted to make Father happy. Make Mother happy. Maybe create something big enough that I could have a little life again. And not have to be best mind in the city. Yay! But you know that he tried to build his own machine? Wasn't great at it. But there was my wreck, which was his wreck, which was other people's. People tried, apparently in generations. And he didn't get that far. But then I got to... That's where the pieces that I started with were. I just learned that. I learned that yesterday. Today.
Oh, God. Today has been long.
Been long. And it was beautiful up there. But it hurt so much. And he sent me. And now I'm worried what it's gonna be like going back the other way. Will it hurt again? Will I make you hurt? Is this a really bad idea?
Well, I don't think it's a great idea. No, it has to be a great idea. It has to be. Athena told me to.
Plus, Athena will keep you safe.
Well, she'll keep you safe as well. She wouldn't have told me to bring you if that wasn't the case.
Oh. I'm not dead, so someone was looking out for me. And when I work out which one, or ones...
Maybe it was all of them.
Oh dear God, no. I hope not. They hate each other.
It does make things rather complicated. But I can't imagine anyone being mad at you.
Set so many workshops on fire.
Don't set Freya's house on fire. I don't want to get on her bad side.
Have a handle on the things that I have retaught myself, and I am absolutely not going to take apart the furnace, even though it looks very cool, and I want to know what makes it work. I want to know what makes it work.
Hey, if we make it out of this, I'm pretty sure I heard Furnace say that he wanted to work with you on stuff, so we will have to go. And he'll have to let you take it apart.
So. I try not to get too super emotional. That's not fun. Or proper.
Enough of that bollocks.
Are you okay? I know.
I think that's relative. I mean, no one is actively trying to kill us in this moment.
Yay.
Freya seems nice.
She really liked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerful, spinny warrior with open-toed shoes. She was really obsessed with the open-toed shoes. It was weird.
I mean, it's fair, though. I would not want to wear them here if I lived here.
Yeah, but, like, the concept isn't too strange. Do you think she just really likes toes?
Do gods get fetishes?
I was wondering if gods have toes. Do these gods have toes?
I don't think we can ask that. I think that's too private.
I'm taking all the fun out of it.
I don't know what the next day is going to have in store for us. But I think I realised when we were on the tree and everything felt so big that little Phig didn't really know what she wanted to do either. I mean, much the same as you know. Be nice. Be respectable. Do what your parents want. Make Dad proud. And there was a time when it was Theo and Orpheus and Alpino, I can't, and I were, and there was a time when there was just Theo and Alpino, Orpheus, and I, where we were just scraping by, and everything was rough, but we had each other, and I thought for a bit that maybe that was going to be enough, and that's what I wanted. And it is what I still want. But it always felt like survival. Scraping by, it didn't feel like living. But maybe... I don't know if there's a way for me to stay dedicated to Athena, to whatever it was on that tree. I think I want part of that.
It's terrible and wonderful and so much and different for everything.
The world is so big.
Yeah.
And we've seen so little of it, and if there's not a place in Greece for Iphigenia, if I'm supposed to be dead anyway, you know? The others were saying about the prophecies and names being a prophecy, and there's always supposed to be an Orpheus, and things are out of whack because he's dead. And if there's always supposed to be an Orpheus, and what if there's not supposed to be an Iphigenia? If I'm supposed to have died, I don't know, maybe I'll end up staying in the underworld because I have to for some kind of balance or something, but if I don't, then maybe if I come out the other side, maybe I can just be Phig, and Phig can just be wherever. We talked about maybe running away to this place that Brock was talking about. I don't know if he'd want to come with anymore. I don't know.
I'm gonna hold Phig's hands. It's a lot. And I know that you're suffering the curse of your name. I died. Like, I got blown up, and then I got unblown up. There is something out there that is changing the stories, whether it's by lineage or by name. And the world is big, and there is a place out there for you, for us, for all of us. And you get to be included. You look at it and you see how big it is, and you go, you could think that you're small and insignificant and don't matter. But, I mean, you've seen it. Everything's connected. Everything matters. You get to be part of that. If you're dooming yourself to stay in the underworld, then half of us get to be doomed there with you. And that's not going to happen. I'm not going to leave you there. You wouldn't leave me in it, so we get ourselves out together. Yeah? Maybe that's why I'm here. So that we can do it together.
And what if, when we go to get him out, he doesn't want to?
I mean, every dagger, I will just stab him lightly a few times.
What if he sees what I've become now? The things I have done when I didn't think he existed, and who I've become, and doesn't want any part of that anymore.
Look, do you think that I'm very good at lying? The answer is no.
No.
Okay. I look at you and I see someone who tries. I see someone who struggles. But even then, you are the world's best sister. You take on the burden of protection over people who you do not understand and don't always understand you. And you might not want to, but you still do it. You put the work in. You are putting in this effort. You could have gone, oh, memory's back. Okay, that's nice. That's sad. But you were putting yourself through literal hell. That's what she called it. Actual hell. If he needs time to readjust to everything that he's gone through and meet you at your level, that is fine. Not expecting someone who's been down there for a while to immediately reconnect with everyone. He might need time, but it's not a no. Not for you, not ever.
I told him I'd never forget him.
And you didn't. The memories were suppressed, but you didn't. You cried. You felt it somewhere.
I think it would be good for him to meet you. I think you would get on very well.
I can stab him just a little. Like... just...
He does need putting in his place sometimes.
Strain him. I've got this whole thing, so I can't remember who it was. So if I pull this, then I can either pull it back and it turns launches a catapult, or I can launch a person as a catapult. I won't say, or I can hook it out and then I can restrain them. Like I said, it's very, very cool. It's the light, but I have to pull the string first, and then I make the height do the thing. It's very cool.
You are terrifying.
The gods decided to let me live another day, and I will make it their problem.
Just gives you a big cheers clink of wine. You know what? Absolutely.
I'm really tired and I think I'm drunk.
That's how this works.
I don't like it. I just kind of curl up into you and just start pulling.
They definitely cuddle, puddle, fall asleep.
Yeah. Massive. There's a massive bed that you could both sort of lay on, and sort of.
No bed. All of the cushions and the pillows are on the floor.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Floor bed.
Fortress made.
Yeah. Pillow fort made. Wine had. Conversation had. You both fall asleep, and you can both hit the long rest button.
Yeah.
Nothing happened really, so you should still have all of your stuff. But yeah.
My emotional long rest.
Yeah. You wake up in the morning again to the smell of something hot being cooked, and you can see Brock and Freya have been moving around the pair of you, trying not to disturb you, but they are preparing breakfast for you. Some of it is leftover stew from last night. That's an option that you can take if you'd like to. Stew's always better when it's left overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some other little bits of bread and things that you can have as well. Once you stir, Freya will smile at you both. It's good to see. I hope you both slept well. I can see that the little area that you made for yourselves looked rather comfortable. Are you ready to begin the day?
As ready as we'll ever be.
You're very tall. My head hurts.
Thank you. A compliment I don't get that often, but thank you.
Can you not be... Oh, my neck hurts. I don't like having to look up.
I
Everything's
apologise. And you
She'll
watch
be back in half an hour, but she is...
Yeah. I apologise. And you watch as she sort of sat there, stood there, sorry, so just before she sits down, you watch as her form shimmers a bit and she shrinks down to the size of Phig. And stands right next to you.
It's actually, it's fine. You were fine, Tall. It's fine.
I'd rather Eudora didn't hurt her neck trying to look
I mean,
out.
she hurts her neck looking at anyone. Have you seen how short she is?
I'm pocket-sized. You can pick me up and throw me.
I
Please
can't.
don't. Please don't pick me up and throw me.
I would like to see that.
I would hurt.
I think as just part of the ablutions getting ready for the day, Phig would have gone into her satchel ready to sort of, obviously would have had to have washed the face, would have gone into her satchel ready to put on the Tisiphone makeup again. And then just sort of, I mean, I'm saying this as if there's a mirror. I'm assuming she's a god. She's got mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have... Sorry?
This is just polished bits of metal.
Yeah.
She's got war paint on, so yeah.
We'll have, gone to do the Tisiphone war paint and actually just looked at herself in the mirror. Done a very, very short refrain of, who is that girl I see? And then decided not to put the Tisiphone makeup on. If she's going to go to the underworld, she's going to go as Phig.
We're all going to sit here now and wait for you to take your makeup off, Nat.
No, I shall do it later.
That's fine. As you sit and eat breakfast, Freya looks over towards you, Phig, and goes, have you thought any more about my offer?
I will take it with gratitude. Thank you. I think any advantage we can get when the gods are imbalanced and we don't know where we stand as mortals, I think Athena would understand, as you two are such good friends.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. If you'd come over here, please. This is after you've eaten. She puts her hand into a satchel, pulls out some dust and rubs it, and she blows into it, and you watch as an orange glow sort of reflects off of her face. This isn't going to hurt. Don't worry about it, but the mark will... I know it's not a customary thing where you come from, so it's going to look a little bit jarring, okay? She places her hands on the top of your shoulder, and you can feel this warm glow on your skin as this orange light radiates from underneath it, almost like autumn magic type of thing, like very druidy. Mm-hmm. And when she removes her hands, you can see your entire shoulder down, most of your arm is covered in a tattoo-like mark, very similar to the ones that she has, although hers descend all the way down to her wrists, but yours just covers the top part of your arm.
And is it just patterns, or is there particular imagery?
It's patterns.
Yeah. Huh. You know what? Where we're from, these are somewhat taboo, but I quite like them.
Marks of a warrior, from when it comes to being from here. I will say that I have infused that mark with a little bit extra for you, so your furies will not be able to detect you while you are down in the underworld. Also, the tattoo will allow you to come and go from the underworld twice. You'll be able to enter, when you enter into it, that will be the first use, and when you go to leave, that will be its second use. You won't be able to return again afterwards. It also has the ability to open a portal. However, only I can control that. So when I require your assistance, I will be able to open a portal and basically say that I need you. And at that point, you will need to come. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. That is part of our deal.
I understand. And I'm sorry to overstep the mark, as it were. This protection on me, does it extend to Dora as well? Will she also be able to leave?
Yes, you'll be able to open a portal in and out of the underworld with the markings, or break through the barrier, as it were. So anybody that is... Yes, no, that's understandable.
I know that I'm not really part of whatever's going on between you two, but I am here. Hi. Yes. I would also like to not get stuck in the underworld. That would be great.
You can bring any number of people through you. Please don't try to release the entire underworld, though, or hell, for that matter, when doing so. But it will seal behind you once you step through. So make sure you're not the first one.
Noted. Thank you ever so much. I was about to say, how can we repay your kindness and hospitality, but you literally can summon me at will now, so I guess that's how.
Nods towards you. Brock, did you prepare the gateway as I requested last night? I did, yep. I've cleared away the forge and everything, and the gateway that you'll need access to is ready. Okay. I've created a portal that will take you to the outskirts of the underworld, or our underworld, our hell, below. So there's no need for us to travel for days on end to get to the nearest weak point, as it were. So this will be the last time that I see you for a little while, both of you.
This is Brock.
No, this is...
Oh, this is Freya. Well, again, I can't thank you enough for your kindness, your hospitality, your understanding.
Nods towards you, looks towards you, Eudora, and goes, please, I know it has been a strange time for you, but please don't think of yourself as a placeholder for anything or for anyone. You are just as important as Phig is. Just, your time is coming. I can sense it. And you'll need strong friends and allies around you when that happens.
Right. Yay.
She stands up, grows back to her full height again, and she pats you on the top of the head.
Queen's gone.
She'll lead you both downstairs, and you can see what we would know in D&D as druidic symbols on the floor. As she steps in, she pulls out some of this dust again from her pouch, and she sprinkles it across the sigils, and they light up, and it's almost like the floor falls away, and a portal is there. I have given you a slightly more direct route. This is the Well of Souls. Going into this will take you straight to the well, and you will follow the river until you get to where the weak point is between our hell and your underworld. So you will bypass a lot of the traversal that you'll need to do in our realm to do it. There is still risks. You will still be accosted by ghosts of your past. Just be wary. Keep your wits about you, the pair of you. Okay?
Noted. Brock, are you coming with us, or are you staying here?
I'm gonna stay here. I have a bit of history with hell, and I'd rather not go back there.
We'll go and give him a big hug. Thank you for everything, friend.
I will certainly see the pair of you again. And he sort of grabs onto. He's not that much shorter than you are, to be fair, Dora. So he'll sort of grab hold of like your shoulder. Because he's got quite big hands. He'll grab your shoulder and he'll pull you in for a hug as well.
We're at hugging stage. Yay.
I have one gift I'd like to give both of you, if that's okay.
Sure.
He turns around, and you can see that you're in a forge at the moment. It's only a tiny little thing, but he walks over to a bench and he pulls out a short sword and a dagger, and he brings them both over to you. These are two of my finest pieces of craft work. I can't sell these in your homeland because they're too alien to your people, but I would be extremely honored if you would both carry these with you. And he'll hand you the short sword, Phig, and he hands you the dagger, Eudora. It's up to you if you wish to use them, but just knowing that you carry a piece of me with you to help protect you is enough for this old dwarf.
It is much appreciated, friend. Just like looking through my inventory. Do I have anything to give back? Do I have anything? I got my shield and my spear. And a ring of protection. I need all of those.
These are finely crafted weapons with Nordic runes all over them. Nordic/Dwarvish runes all over them. You can both add Frostbrand short sword and Frostbrand daggers to your inventory.
Fun.
Yeah.
But one of you has a dagger, one of you has the short sword.
I want the short sword. It'd be so good.
You can have the short sword. Fig can't really use it.
I can't fight.
You don't have to use them. He just likes to.
That's nice.
Yeah, he just likes the idea of you having something to protect you that he's giving you. Right. Well.
I've got some spare bits of just like stuff from forging and mechanical items. So I'm just gonna take it just a couple of points now. This is for me.
Okay.
And
thank you.
This is. Oh, this is a spare rag that I think Fig used on me a while ago, and I forgot to give back. So that's from Fig.
Thank you very much. I have literally nothing to give people as a gift. It's quite awkward.
I have so many. I have at all times just random carpentry mechanical forging kit.
He nods with a sort of gentle smile on his face, and he watches as you can both sort of descend into the well, as it were. As you descend into it, there is a boat that you climb into, and it begins sort of almost on its own. You don't need to push it off or anything. Freya does give it a little bit of a push, but you can feel it begin to sort of traverse down this well and begin making its way along through this tunnel until you come out into a wide open space. Green mist sort of lays around the entire sort of landscape. You can hear a cacophony of different sounds. The first is you can hear lots of groaning sounds, almost like the sort of thing you would get from Undead and stuff. You can hear what sounds like a large chain being pulled and going taut, and you can hear the sounds of loud howling or barking off in the distance. Visually, it looks like a very sort of sparse landscape. You can see that there is one long bridge that has got hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of souls walking along it. And where you are at the moment, you've sort of gone along this river, or the well, as I'm going to call it, and you've gone underneath the bridge. And as you come out the other side, you can see this large bird-like creature off in the distance. Yes, I am ripping this straight from God of War, as it just unfurls its wings and stretches out and twists its head round and brings its wings back into rest as it's sitting on top of this large rock. Can I please get a wisdom saving throw from both of you?
Okay, I'm going to use the dice that's done well for me, not the dice that didn't go well. Wisdom saving throw. What do I add? Not much. Okay. Oh, okay. 19.
Dirty 20.
Lovely. Okay.
We're so wise.
We're good.
we are coming to the end, so... But as you are both travelling along, Phig, come to you first with the dirty 20. You, as everything, as you're going and you can look around and see all of this stuff, this is all completely new to you. You can see that your new tattoo is glowing slightly as you look down at it. And as you look down at it, you just hear a voice, a familiar voice to you say, Phig? Phig, my daughter, is that you?
It's not real. She said it's not real.
Phig, look at me.
She said it's just an illusion.
Look at me, Phig. You don't feel compelled to look at it.
Just squeeze Dora's hand. It's just an illusion.
Phig, look at me, it shouts.
She just keeps breathing.
And the voice begins to fade. You are such a disappointment, child. Athena will be ashamed of you.
It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. The hand holding on to Dora is like squeezing super tight.
You travel for a little bit longer. And then Eudora, you begin to hear the sounds of clanging metal on wood. Paper being thrown around in not in an angry way, but in sort of like a haphazard way. Scribblings and sort of like the sort of like scratching motions of drawings being done and things, like crafting and scratches of wood and all of that sort of stuff. And you just hear, "Ah, I've finished it. It is ready." Ah, yeah. Dora, it's good to see you again, my daughter. Are you ready to take to the skies with me again? I need you to come with me so that we can be one with the sun again. You don't feel compelled to listen.
Yes, I know. Here's the thing. I already did that.
Why?
They didn't like me.
Why am I burning? It's so hot. All I can feel is the sun's rays on my form. Why did we do this, Dora? Why? My skin is melting. I am in such pain. You can save me, Dora. Please save me.
It's good. My time to squeeze Pig's hand, but I go, shut up, 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 shut up.
Abandon me, daughter. Help me.
This is real. You are not real. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop taking. You're not the one that got burned up in the sky. Da, 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 da. You're on the ground. Da.
They're not real, sing the they're not real song. They're not real.
I don't want to listen, but they're really, really annoying.
So loud. So
I know,
annoying.
right? I know. It's like you don't feel a need to turn around and confront them, but the voice in the head does not make you feel great about yourself.
It's just right there and very insistent.
I know.
As you successfully pass on the wisdom saving throws, you're not be compelled to walk into the mists of hell or Helheim. The boat carries on traveling, and eventually it naturally just stops at a bank, and you can see that there is a wall here where there is almost like everything around this place is either white or like an eerie spiritual sort of green. But this area here where you're at, there's a lot of purple and black mixed into the wall, almost like crystalline style, sort of jutting out of it in places. And your tattoos begin to glow your tattoo begins to glow even brighter, Phig. And you can feel the sense of, this is where the weak point is. This is where we need to go to get through to where we need to go.
This is it. We've made it through one hell. Just go in, find him, get out.
Woo!
Simple,
Do
right?
us.
You place your hand up against the crystal, and as you do, you watch as the tattoo begins to glow again, and then it begins to extend down your arm. It grows almost like vines, but inky vines going down your skin, and it pulls off goes up your hand, pulls to your fingertips, and then attaches to the wall. And you watch as the ink on the wall begins to turn into sigils that forms in a circle around your hand, which then glows that orange colour that you saw from Freya before. And then the wall itself begins to dissolve away, and you can step through into blackness.
One last hand squeeze.
Let's go together.
Just a little scritch for, so I'm assuming Glaucopis would be on the other shoulder.
Yeah, it's on the other shoulder, yeah.
A little scritch to Glaucopis. Has he had visions?
Not heard anything from him.
Has he
no.
been like, oh no?
I mean, if he had, you've not heard it. So
Great, little scritch to him. Hand squeeze to Eudora. Sorry.
The wrong berries. Sorry, I've got completely distracted thinking about Glaucopis' visions.
Okay,
That's
let's
not
time to go.
appropriate. I get distracted.
as you step through into this portal, again, that strange rush of changing location, changing planes effectively, sort of rushes over you, but you've done it now. You don't have to worry about rolling any sort of a constitution saving throw. As you step through on the other side, you are greeted with darkness, purple, all around you. There's no river of souls anywhere. The river Styx is not around anywhere. There are floating blackened platforms all over the place. And where you've stepped out, you're on a slightly high ledge that descends down into a large pile of treasure. Not so much gold, but just there is bits of gold there as well. But there are other treasures there. And as you step out, you can see two figures step into the area, and then a large serpentine form pushes out of the treasure as you spot Elpinor and somebody else with him. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Eudora just hears, like, all of the breath leave Fig's body.
Yeah. That is where we end the session for Fig and for Eudora. Just before we end, we come back to Midgard, basically. Back to the hut back to the gardens, Freya's garden, as she is picking some herbs and things and getting ready for a pot. You can hear that, what's his name? Brock is in. Sorry, Nat's expression completely put me off for a second.
Instant panic.
You can
what
see,
have I done?
You can see that you can hear Brock on the inside preparing food or hammering away at something. And as Freya is there, you can hear rustling in the trees as she looks over, and a gaunt figure moves amongst the bushes with deep red eyes. Nearly time, I suppose. And then the sounds of flapping wings are heard as an owl lands on the hut. She looks up towards the owl, smirks, looks back down and carries on picking herbs. You did say that she was a very fine creature, and I'm doing all of this, like, you can't see me do this, but you did say she was a very fine creature, and I must admit I am not disappointed. Although Fig is another story entirely. You're going to have to tell me a little bit more about her. And that's where we're going to end. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. This has been Roll Together RPG. If you like what you've seen, as my two players look completely confused as to what happened, you can find us on Mondays at 6 p.m. UK time on Twitch for our D&D content, Chronicles of Aedrin, or Path to Ascension, or whatever's airing at this point. And thank you to my players for playing. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Nat to help with the emotional damage that she is now feeling, by following all of the links in the description below. We're going to go, and we will see you in a couple of weeks for the talk together for this session. Goodbye.
Bye.